When we're doing math questions, it's important to recognize what kind of assumptions we're making as we look at the problem. Mrs. Jackson bought 100 pieces of candy. I'm sure they were probably Halloween candy, for all of the students in her class. How many pieces of candy would each student receive if there were 25 students in her class? Okay, so when you immediately look at the problem, you think, well, there's 100 pieces of candy and 25 students, so I'm splitting that 100 pieces of candy among 25 students equally. So that would be 100 divided by 25. Now, what assumption are we making in doing that? Each student receive if there were 25 students in her class. So it doesn't specifically say that they're all going to get the same number of pieces of candy. So we are assuming that they're all going to get an equal share of the candy. We're assuming that one isn't going to get more because they're hungrier or because they behaved better or any of that. We are simply assuming that it's divided up equally. Now, this is a very reasonable assumption in this case. Sometimes, if you're not sure about an assumption you're making and you're working on a question for homework, you can always state your assumption at the bottom just to let your teacher know. Assumption: candy divided equally, if you're not sure. And your teacher can look at that and they can know what kind of assumption you were making so that they can mark your work according to that. Okay, so in this case, 100 divided by 25, that's easy. Each person is going to get 4 pieces of hopefully Halloween lovely candy. And we hope that all of you get a lot of lovely Halloween candy as you celebrate this week.